Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the program. Thanks for tuning to our actual first meat and potatoes, hit a myth or a fallacy head on, and hopefully debunk it video. Um, this video it hits home for me because this is one of the major factors that I had to overcome and kind of get away from the practice of this to further myself, both mentally and really physically too. It helped me a lot with my physique. Um, Overtraining and workout frequency. So what I did to kind of lead into this video was did some research and coupled it with what I either already knew in the past or had researched in the past. And more importantly, I put myself in the shoes of somebody who had never really worked out much at all. Maybe you're healthy, you eat great, maybe you don't eat so hot, or you got great metabolism, or whatever it may be. I put myself in the shoes of somebody who had never really hit the gym hard. Um, so I did the natural thing. When you don't really know a lot about something, you go straight to good old Google and you type it in the search bar. So I typed top 10 workouts to get fit in the search bar. Pretty simple, should be pretty self-explanatory, and it should have, not so shockingly to myself, but if I was new to it, I would think that there would be a lot of stuff that, maybe I can do this, and a lot of stuff that would give me the confidence to do it. Well, there's not, frankly. So I clicked on one that literally said top 10 workouts to transform whatever. On that top 10 list, not shockingly to me, like I said, because I've done the research, but every single workout was extremely intimidating. And I say that because they want you to work out 4 to 7 days a week and take all these supplements and totally transform your diet. And if you do all this, you'll be just dang superhero at the end. That in and of itself is what we call, or what I call, a barrier to entry. That is something that you have to get over, a hurdle that you've got to jump mentally to get into this thing and start head on. Nobody in their right mind, okay, let me rephrase. Some people may, a very 0.1% may just get all gung-ho and break out the checkbooks and go to Whole Foods and spend $300 a week on groceries and buy a million supplements and take them all and look great. But the other 99.9% of us are not going to do that. So we're going to actually, the programs are going to have adverse effects because we don't follow them to the T. So they're intimidating, one. And two, this is how the industry kind of gets you. They want you to take supplements because everybody on that top 10 list either owns their own supplement company or is sponsored by a major supplement company. So it's in their best interest to get you to take supplements. That's the whole full circle. They want you to take supplements. They want to put a program out that requires you to take supplements to succeed, so they get paid on both ends. It's business sense. It's not that they're inherently greedy, but it's the business thing to do, unfortunately. But that's beside the point. That's for another time. But yeah, mainly the factor was it was intimidating to me if I was in those shoes. So to kind of debunk the need to do that, we'll just address two types of fatigue. One you need and one you don't. One is surface level fatigue, or it's actually called metabolic fatigue. It's just tissue. So you do arms, your arms are sore. You do legs, your legs get sore. Your back gets sore. Whatever muscle group you work out, if you work it hard enough, it'll get sore. Sore muscles or broken down muscles happen in the gym, obviously, when you put a load on your muscles for repetition, or you do any form of increased working overload on your muscles. They will break down due to use, and you will get sore. That is the entire point of going to the gym, is to get tissue to break down in your muscles. And you want to break the tissue down because when the muscles repair themselves, that's when they grow. Because contrary to popular belief, especially these dang workouts that have you work out 6 times a week, you do not grow in the gym. You actually shrink, technically, in the gym. Yeah, you'll get all pumped up because your vascularity and you've got a lot of blood flow and a lot of nutrients flowing to your muscles, so they look really large and they're inflamed. But when you're sore, you actually are a tiny percent smaller than you were when you're not sore. But you grow outside the gym. You grow in the repair of those muscles. So when they repair, that is the process of adaptation. Now, if you stay sore forever, like on these stupid programs that make you work out 7 days a week, if you're sore all the time, nobody wants to do that. I actually watched 2 videos, and it said in the video, be prepared to be sore for 3 to 5 weeks, which doesn't make sense. Who in their right mind would want to join a program that you're going to be sore for 3 to 5 weeks? That's a long time to feel like you're the Michelin Man in a white body cast. Nobody wants to do that. When you're sore 3 to 5 weeks, obviously, your muscles are not going to be able to recover. They're going to be constantly sore. You're going to have a constant state of metabolic fatigue, which won't kill you, but you're not going to see you'll probably see minimal strength gains. You'll probably burn a lot of calories, but you won't get much stronger because your body just won't have the tools it needs to repair itself. Also, another thing about this, about prolonged metabolic fatigue or surface fatigue, is when your big muscles are fatigued. So I'm doing bench press and my chest is sore, but I'm still doing it anyway because the program says to do it. When I do that, to work the load that I want to work, my small muscles are going to have to also come into play more than they already do. So your triceps and a little bit of shoulders come into play on bench. When your chest is sore, your triceps and shoulders have to double down and take that much more of the load because you're not operating efficiently with your chest. Mainly your shoulders. A lot of people get shoulder injuries from benching for that specific reason. They bench while they're still sore because they think that the muscle's going to grow anyway. This program said to do it. Who cares? Not true. So you'll get injured with increased metabolic fatigue. Second type of fatigue, which can be detrimental. It's not detrimental to your health to where you'll just keel over and die, but it is a little more severe and can lead to you getting sick a lot more often, is CNS fatigue, or central nervous system fatigue. When you put a constant load on your muscle or constant tension and stress on your muscle for a prolonged period of time or in repetition, your central nervous system, just like your muscles, does get fatigued as well. So when you're doing these programs for 7 days a week, your CNS is going to be taking a hit every single day. And unlike what they lead you to believe, your CNS, which nobody really thinks about that much unless you do some good research, your CNS isn't a bulletproof armored tank. It can't just take pounding after pounding and just get shot. It can't do that. So what happens is 2 things. One is, obviously, when you put a tremendous amount of stress on something, like we just talked about with metabolic fatigue, it's never going to fully recover. But it decreases your anabolic hormone production, which is the hormones that help you grow and help your muscles recover and operate well. But it also increases your catabolic hormone production, which is they're the growth stopper. That is the opposite of what you want, is to be catabolic. In doing those 2 things, it's going to pump the brakes on any gains that you might have had from the start of the program to where you're at. As soon as you become catabolic, or your body starts to switch from producing more anabolic to producing more catabolic, it's going to start breaking down muscle tissue in order to try and repair things faster, because that's the most efficient form of energy your body's got, is your muscles. So in doing so, you're going to feel sluggish. You're going to be not as motivated. You're going to feel weaker in the gym. When you do work out and when you're done working out, you're going to be just totally gassed, which is not the point. And like I said a second ago, your results are going to suffer. You're not going to be where you want to at the end of the program if you do that. So with both of those kind of in mind, your CNS, I almost forgot about this. That is also one of the main functions that keeps you from getting sick. I had this in college. It happened to me. We did a just unbelievable leg workout when I was still a little bit sore and had worked out a bunch of days in a row. That night, I could barely walk because I was so sore. Next day, I had 104-degree fever and had it for 2 days. I mean, it was really bad. So that's the kind of stuff, not that that would happen to everybody, but that is the kind of exposure that you come into when you have repeated CNS fatigue. So, side note, but with both of those involved, your surface fatigue and CNS, what I prescribe, take those dang programs, crumple them up, throw them in the trash can. You don't need to work out 5 to 7 days a week and spend $1,000 on supplements a month to get results. What I would suggest is working out 2 to 3 days a week, a 2 to 3 day split, maximum 4 days, but don't do weights 4 days, or don't do one type of workout 4 days, being weights or cardio. So if you're going to do 2 days of weights and 2 days of cardio, fine, but don't do the same type back-to-back days. So don't go weights on Monday and Tuesday and then cardio Thursday, Friday. That's not optimal. That's not going to give your body the optimal time to recover and grow. But yeah, so 2 to 3 days a week is by far the most optimal that you can do. What I like, this, for example, this morning did a chest workout. I also did a little bit of back and some arms, but I won't do another weight training session until Friday. So, or another weight training on my upper body until Friday. I'll do lower body with some explosion Wednesday, but I'm not going to work out again until Friday, then I won't again until the following Monday. So my body will have ample time to recover. Because like we said before, your body grows out of the gym. So in summary, these programs are crap. Nobody wants to work out 6 to 7 days a week or have an 8-day split, spend way more money than they need to on supplements, and make a wholesale life change. The purpose of this channel and the purpose of me creating this kind of, not really creating the idea, but adapting the idea to what I believe, is that you can be fit and fit it, no pun intended, into your everyday life. You don't have to make a wholesale change. Maybe it's a series of small changes, like working out 2 times a week. Everybody can find 2 45-minute sessions a week. You can find that. That's not incredibly difficult. So, all in all, like I said, you don't have to Google top 10 workouts to get fit. You can take any advice from this channel, kind of make your own program. I'm available. You can message me if you want advice. If you want any sort of help, I'm here. Don't prescribe to the mainstream fitness industry, because it will absolutely chew you up and spit you out physically, mentally, and really your wallet with all the craziness they want you to take. But yeah, so if you like this video, hit the like button below. If you want to hear more about anything in the videos to come, just hit the subscribe button or comment below. I'm pretty transparent, so I'll answer any comments or questions you have. And again, thanks for tuning in, and you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Wire Fitness, and look forward to talking to you guys here in a couple days.